It's Big Mill, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Big Mill. They do anything for Big Mill.
All right.
Yeah.
We got MFBL Mill jumping off the porch with us today.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
Not much, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We live?
Yeah.
Before we start, y'all care if I pray on the porch? Just quick. That's cool? God, thank you for waking us up another day. I ask that everybody watching this receive unexpected blessings. I ask that everybody in this building receive unexpected blessings, including me. Everything that's going on with this establishment, I ask that you lift it higher as you say it should be. I cast away, rebuke any evil spirits. God, I welcome you in this room. In Jesus' name I pray. Yahweh, amen. I'm ready. What's up?
How you feeling today, gang?
I'm feeling thankful, man. How you?
I'm blessed, man. It's a pleasure to have you here with us.
It's a pleasure to have y'all too, man.
So how you feeling in the city of Atlanta right now? How you know what I'm saying? What you been getting into? How you been maneuvering?
All right, I got family. Shout out to my cousin, Cam Fu, Riverdale area. I know today, Dunk's death date. I been had this tattoo. I got it like 2018. I didn't get it when he died. I was broke. I ain't had no money for the tattoo. Shout out to my tattoo man, Andy Espino. Follow him everywhere. But yeah, Dunk was my favorite new artist back then. Back when it was him and Walker, when they did the Twin Tires, like Gucci, Frenchie. That shit was a dynasty, bruh. And I'm from Ohio, and I felt that energy. But you said how I feel about Atlanta. Y'all lit, and a lot of people try to take y'all shit, and y'all don't even be tripping. Y'all just be like, don't cap. There go the word. That's y'all shit. And here and there, you know, I be saying don't cap, and that's cool. Like I fuck with it, I embrace it. But you know, I fuck with Atlanta. Y'all hard. Y'all the mecca of music. Yep.
Yeah, for real. So how would you describe coming up in Dayton, Ohio? What's the way of life and the culture out there?
Excuse me, it ain't no different from your hood. Poverty. The only difference is it's a small city. I come from a small city. So that's the only difference. Just a small city, but it's the same thing. Poverty, it is what you make it. Stay to yourself. It's a bunch of hating going on.
Real spill. How would you describe your come up in your childhood?
My come up, I thought y'all was gonna ask me when did I jump off the porch. I never jumped off the porch. I never sold dope. You know, I broke that generational curse. That wasn't even my swag. Half my daddy's side locked up for cocaine. So when it come to jump off the porch, the only time I jumped off the porch is when my parents went separate ways. You know what I'm saying? I was like 12. So when my dad not being around, I would be in the neighborhood, you know, I might have a little blade on me or something, me and my cousin Jaquan. But as far as my childhood, man, I had a lit childhood. I don't like, you know, a lot of people be like, I want to go back. I don't want to go back, bro. I'm trying to go forward. It's some things I ain't did yet. I'm blessed to be on this porch. I done watched y'all for a minute, and I fuck with what y'all got going on. Respect. I had a great childhood, you know, as far as school and all that. When I was younger, I used to get bullied, and I found out I don't like that. I don't like when somebody push up on me, so I done found out how to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dayton, Ohio. I just want to shout my city out real quick.
So for somebody who's never been to Dayton, Ohio, how would you explain the way of life and the culture of there?
That shit ratchet. It's poverty. You don't want to be out shining too hard. You want to stay in your lane. You go to the wrong club, you're gonna get robbed. That shit ratchet. Dayton is like a smaller Chicago. The streets, Gettysburg, the bumpiest motherfucking street you can find. But everybody know that that's like the longest strip in my city. Then you got Salem. It's hoods. Y'all got zones in Atlanta, but we got hoods. But as far as Dayton, it's a small town and it's a lot of hate. It's a lot of fucking hate. They gonna hate that I'm up here, but we here.
Yeah.
That's the raw.
How would you explain your childhood and your coming up?
Childhood was cool. I don't regret being a child. I don't want to go back to being a child. I enjoyed it. I grew up off shit. My mom would come home from working third shift and we'll watch SpongeBob before I went to elementary. Definitely rode the bikes when that street light cut on. You better be in the house or you're gonna get an ass whooping. We used to drink from the water hose. I know you know that. And then the Kool-Aid. So the childhood was lit. I don't regret the childhood.
That's real shit.
Good childhood.
So at what age would you say you knew or started to notice that, you know what I'm saying, the streets can get ugly?
I was 11 and me and my sister was over her friend's house. That was the first time a gun was pointed at me. Dude thought some money came up missing. And he pointed the gun at everybody, including me. And that was the first time I felt like defenseless. I ain't had nothing but like a little blade on me. And he like, my money came up missing, everybody gonna get shot in the knee. So I was 11 the first time I knew, like, come on, man. And dude ended up finding his money. He was just high out his mind. He ended up finding his money in the kitchen somewhere. That was the first time I seen the city be ugly to me.
Yeah.
On
So
Lord.
I know earlier you had told me jumping off the porch got a different meaning to you. So when would you say you jumped off the porch?
I never jumped off the porch. I never sold dope. I mean, I went to jail before for a DUI like 3 days, but that shit ain't my swag. That gangster shit, I'm on defense. Like, I'm not about to let nobody push me or disrespect me, but as far as jumping off the porch, bro, I ain't jumped off the porch. I stayed on the porch and helped my mom pay bills. On Lord.
That's real shit though.
On Lord.
So when would you say you experienced the struggles of life at firsthand?
When my parents split up. When my parents split up and I seen my mom going through paying the bills all on her own. Shout out to my mom. You know, we prayed before I took this flight here. We always pray. That's why I wanted to pray on the beginning, because y'all gave me a platform and I appreciate that for sure. But yeah, when my parents split up, that's when I went through some struggles.
What effect would you say that had on you?
Mentally, all mental. Being a young man growing up without a father figure. The father kinda in, but kinda out, you know what I'm saying? Mom and dad split, so it's like Pop's paying child support, he feeling some type of way. Sometimes he'd come get me on the weekend, sometimes he wouldn't. So then, that's when I started running around the hood. So if you say that's jumped off the porch, yeah, me and my niggas will run around the hood with blades on us. We just want some money, just want the phone bill paid, just want some fresh shoes for school.
When would you say you and your homies decided, you know what, this is how we gonna make sure we got the fresh shoes for school, you know what I'm saying? This is how we gonna make sure our phone bill stay paid. Cause not everybody gotta go to the block.
For sure.
Shit. It's better to get a job than be a broke, you know what I mean? So when would y'all say you decided to pick y'all hustle up and apply yourselves?
16, my best friend at the time, he hit me onto a lady that was working from home, an old retired Air Force vet. She gave me a job. So at 16, I started to get some money in my pocket for the summer, shoes, phone bill, and that was cool for me.
That's real spill. How'd that make you feel though as an adult?
I used to ask my daddy to pay my phone bill when I was like 18. I graduated out of high school. I felt less than a man. I said, I'd rather go kill or rob to go get some money. So for me to go get a job and I ain't gotta worry about nobody saying, you know, you owe me or something, it felt great. It felt good. It felt good to get my own bag.
That's real. At what point would you say you decided to try out music?
I've been doing music for a while. Anybody that watched this interview, they're gonna say they've been hip to me, but I just started streaming 2020. But I gave music an honest try, like literally, real shit, 10 years ago. But I'm ahead of my time. Yeah.
Where would you say your musical inspirations come from?
Half of it struggle, and half of it is my mama taking them highway trips to here, listening to Aaliyah, back and forth, Mary J, TLC, riding with my dad, Eazy-E, Spice One, you know what I'm saying, Big Pun, Biggie, Pac, That's where it comes from. Half the struggle and half just being a fan of the music.
So when would you say you gave music your first real attempt?
The first real attempt was 2012. I was 21. I passed out 400 CDs through the hood. Motherfuckers ain't heard that shit, bruh. I tried. And then I came down here in like 2013 pushing something with 100 CDs. I went to Magic City. They like, you can't get that shit up in here, bruh. I'm like, well, what I'm gonna do? I hid that shit behind the tire, no cap. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to give it a real try when I was 21, but I didn't know nothing about streaming. Streaming changed my life.
So what about streaming would you say changed for you?
I prayed to God in 2009, and I said, what do you want me to do with my life? He said, travel. I said, I'm just a nigga from Dayton. How I'm gonna travel? And I was broke. Travel. I held on all the way up to 2020. That pandemic came, I found out about TuneCore, got the distribution, locked in with a new studio, and found out about streaming. That's what God meant when he said travel. I didn't know that. I got chills just telling you that, bruh. That's how I found out about streaming. God wanted me to struggle. That's it. No cap. I just held on, bruh. If you know something meant for you, you gonna do it. You gonna hold on and do it. You feel me? And I know they be saying like the old niggas be hating. I ain't hating on no young nigga, bruh. Get your money. Keep winning. I ain't mad at you. I got a lane carved out for me. And ain't nobody up in that motherfucker. I can go 100, I can go 300. It might be the straight that I'm driving. It might be a lamb when I get my money up. But I got my own lane. And I mean, shit, the Beatles toured forever. Frankie Beverly Mays, they toured forever. So when you be like, hey, bro, you too old to do it. Nah, my time finally came and I'm running with it. That's why I'm on the porch, baby.
How important would you say it is to keep the faith in what you're doing, but not only in what you're doing, but in yourself?
It's hard. It's hard. That shit not easy. I got a song called Reflection where I said, sometimes I feel like I'm wasting my time on this music. Sometimes that shit ain't gonna be easy, but the best way I can say to that answer, excuse me, every day you wake up, if that shit in your spirit, that shit in your heart, your mind, every day, don't give up on it. God talking to you. He knocking on your spirit, and that's real.
That's real shit.
Real shit.
What is it that you would say you want listeners to take from your music?
I mean, first and foremost, have fun. I made this shit for y'all to have fun. But if you're not having fun, definitely be inspired, because I got music for those who are depressed. If you are depressed, tap into my music. If you want to have some fun, tap into my music. For sure, for sure.
That's real. What would you say is your overall vision for your music career?
I'm going to answer that question. I told God, I prayed, and I said, I asked that my music travel this world like the wind while I'm alive and after I'm dead forever. That's my answer. Mean that.
That's
Stand on that. I'm not going nowhere. They gonna remember me. Y'all gonna remember me. And that ain't even being ego. That's just the truth.
Would you say it's hard to make it out of Dayton, Ohio?
Definitely. Definitely. It's people in the city that got 100,000, 200,000 views and they still local. No disrespect. Shout out to all the legends. And I used to say somebody gonna make it one day and they gonna blow up, because I didn't have the courage to do it. I felt like, man, somebody gonna blow up, somebody gonna go up. But man, I feel like after my brother got murdered on the 4th of July, it's like, all right, this all I got. I dropped out of school a week before he got killed. We into this, man. I'm married to the rap game. We're gonna keep doing it. And R.P. Dolph, because him and Master P the only ones I want to talk to about staying independent. Fuck a deal, man. Mean that. Fuck a deal. Unless they come right.
What would you say about Slim Dunkin had you so inspired about him?
I'm 6'8", so I gotta ride tall, cause I hate paint the whip on like a basketball. I fuck with Dunk. My cousin Sherrod told me about Dunk in 2010. He had a Bonneville. My cousin had a Bonneville, and I had went and got me a Bonneville. Man, I just got out of high school. I saved up 2 G's. I got my first car. I spent $1,600 on it. Got my first car, the first mixtape, built for interrogation. Interrogation room. Turn the fan, interrogation room. He say, see your daughter on the roller skates. Next time you see her, won't be 2028. It's just something about Dunk's present. Then I remember when he said Walker gave him that Gumby chain. And he like, man, the nigga ain't never gave me nothing ever, you feel me? But I had to skim him down on it. Like, we in Ohio, bro, but we get it. Like, whatever y'all get and y'all tuning in, it come to Ohio after it come to y'all. So it's like, man, I fuck with Dunk. That was my favorite rapper at the time. Like, when he died, that shit hurt my heart. And he died today, but today is also my little sister's birthday. You know, happy birthday to Paige, Ricky. Shout out to my little sister, man. Happy birthday, baby. So Dunk, that was a big impact. You know, I definitely put him on me. I got a mural. I got Fredo on me. I got Nipsey Hussle on me. I'm doing a mural of artists that inspired me.
That's real. Why do you feel it's so important to show your respect to them with the tattoos?
Honestly, even though I'm from a little town, that ain't got nothing to do with the love I have for the culture. I love the culture. I'm a fan, I'm a student of hip hop, of gangster rap, of R&B. I'm a fan and a student.
What would you say are some of the pros and cons you go through because you're an independent artist?
Being independent, it's coming out your pocket. It's out your pocket. And if you don't like that, then you need to get you a deal, first and foremost. The struggle for me, I don't mind coming out the pocket, cause I don't wanna owe no nigga, man. I don't want no sugar daddy. I came up here, man, out my pocket. I feel good about that. Some nigga come up in here and they, no disrespect, but I feel better paying out of pocket. So the struggle of being independent is not being heard. So for y'all to give me a platform, that's all I need. That's the struggle. Being independent and dropping this shit and only getting like 60 views on some shit, 100 views on some shit, that shit fuck with you. But real shit, that's the answer, because I don't want to keep going. You like, bro, gonna talk, my bad.
Steal it, pop it.
But I'm just saying, like, because I know y'all chop that shit up, like, mentally, them views fuck with you as an artist, especially if you know you fire. And that's y'all language, that's fire. That's y'all language. My cousin, if he was up here right now, he gotta work, but shout out to Kool. If he was up here, he'd be like, hey, bro, that shit fire. Having 60 to 100 views and you done drop some shit that you feel in your heart gonna go diamond, it fuck with you. Like literally last year, my views was okay, and I'm dropping shit, and I'm like, y'all don't hear this? But honestly, I don't think my city understand me. That's why I'm up on this stage. I don't think my city understand me, so I'm gonna put this shit in front of y'all, in front of the whole world, comments left and right, up and down, and let them judge it. Let them be like, hey, I fuck with Shawty, or he trash. Either way. But I told myself, look, you putting music out, you giving people the opportunity to judge it, to hate it or love it. But as far as what's the struggle of being independent, the only struggle is just getting known. That's it. Just exposure. That's it.
What would you say that you learned in 2022 that you're gonna apply in 2023?
Ooh, what I learned is don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Because I did. I ain't gonna lie. I had to teach myself, like, shit, I just dropped this new album, the Kool Kidz, and I got Bankroll Fresh, RIP Bankroll. That shit up 3,300 views. In my city, that's decent. It's not a lot, but it's decent, 3,300. So don't count yourself out. That's what I say.
Yeah. What else you working on right now?
Shit, I'm working on my 7th album. That was my 6th album. The Kool Kidz is my 6th album. I'm working on straight music, SRT8. I own the straight, so I tatted that shit on me. And shout out to my cousin, he inspired that shit. He came home, we had to bury our cousin October. But man, we was just in my car late night riding, sitting, we wasn't even riding. He said, man, that motherfucker growl like Mufasa. I cranked that motherfucker up, that bitch cocaine. You know what I'm talking about? I call him cocaine. Like our menace to society, he said, chill, who this? He like, man, it's cocaine. But I'm working on straight music, man, SRTA music. If you got a straight, a Hellcat, a Demon, but even if you don't got that, you could be riding a Honda Civic, you gonna bump this shit. But I'm just telling y'all, like, hey, I fuck with straights and I don't think nobody put nothing out since, what's brother got killed? Chief Sosa nigga, Chief Keef's nigga, Cap, what's his name? Cap. God damn, you said I don't know, cause you got Fredo, Chief Keef, you got God damn, is it Cap? We gonna say Cap. Cap got a song called SRT, but yeah, working on my 7th album.
Talking about Capo?
Capo,
yeah.
Cause I've been sipping, but you feel me? Capo, R.I.P. Capo, yeah, he had a song called SRT, so I made an album called SRT Music.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Any last words and shout outs?
Last words. Tomorrow is DeRay's birthday. If you look on my album to the left, that light-skinned man, he died in his car. It burned. He died. Happy birthday, DeRay. His birthday tomorrow. Shout out to my mama. I appreciate everybody listening to me, because it's artists that done heard me and it's people that done heard me 10 years ago and they still tuning in to me. I'm not gonna stop. Big Mill on the porch. Last words, I pray that everything in here go up 10 times. And this shit is lit though. But like, I wanna see y'all go up way more. Like, last words, a nigga can hate you for nothing. Why can't I love you for nothing? Hey bro, I love you. And you be like, nah, fuck that. Nah, listen, bro, I don't know you, but just your energy, because I'm spiritual. I love you. I want to see you win. I want to see you go up. Even if you go up higher than me, because my heart right. That's my last words, bro. And thank you for letting me jump off the porch.
Real shit, man.
No cap.
Big Mill, we appreciate having you on the porch with us today.
Nah, I appreciate y'all, Manny.
Gang.
Big Mill, Big Mill, Big Mill. They do anything. They do anything for Big Mill, Big Mill, Big Mill, Big